आदाब दोस्तों। सबसे पहले तो भाई मैं आप सब लोगों से माफ़ी मांग लूँ कि जितने लाइव वीडियोस और इंस्टा और फेसबुक लाइव्स आजकल हो रहे हैं लॉकडाउन के ज़माने में, मैं उसमें इजाफ़ा कर रहा हूँ। आई एम टेरिबली सॉरी टू बी एडिंग ऑन टू योर बर्डन। लेकिन क्योंकि बुक्स एट्सेट्रा का हुक्म है और वो हुक्म मैं टाल नहीं सकता हूँ, तो मैं हाज़िर हूँ। हुक्म तो खैर ये था कि मैं अपनी इस किताब बिलवड दिल्ली अ मुग़ल सिटी एंड हर ग्रेटेस्ट पोएट्स के बारे में आपसे ख़ुद कुछ बातचीत करूं, लेकिन ये तो मुझे कुछ अपने मुंह मियाँ मिट्ठू बनने टाइप की चीज़ लगती है। और वैसे भी मैं अपने काम को इस लायक नहीं समझता कि उस पर मैं कोई खुद गुफ्तगू करूं। तो बहरहाल, लेकिन क्योंकि बुक्स एट्सेट्रा का हुक्म है तो मैं इसमें से आप लोगों के लिए कुछ पढ़ के सुना देता हूँ। So I will read from my chapter on Mir Taqi Mir. The chapter is called Mir Taqi Mir, the incurable romancer of Delhi. And this is how it begins. पैदा कहाँ हैं ऐसे परागंदा तबा लोग, पैदा कहाँ हैं ऐसे परागंदा तबा लोग, अफसोस तुमको मीर से सोहबत नहीं रही। Such fragmented people are not born any longer. Alas, you did not have the pleasure of Mir's company. If you want to rubbish Winston Churchill's claim, history will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. You must try to look for the relics and remnants of the life of Mir Taqi Mir. That fiery romancer of Delhi, that fiercely self-respecting poet, that passionate lover, and that quintessential Dilli wala, whom Urdu literature today knows as Khuda-e-Sukhan, the god of poetry. It was Mir who, in the words of the noted critic Jamil Jalibi, brought the Urdu language out of the royal court and made it stand on the staircases of Delhi's Jama Masjid. It was for the same Mir that Mirza Ghalib would later say, रेख़्ते के tumhīñ ustād नहीं हो ग़ालिब, कहते हैं अगले zamāne में कोई मीर भी था. And whom the poet laureate of the last Mughal court, Ustad Zauq, would envy. ना हुआ पर ना हुआ मीर का अंदाज नसीब, ज़ौक़ यारों ने बहुत ज़ोर ग़ज़ल में मारा. This was Mir, and he wrote history, but history treated him rather shabbily. I will now just turn to that part of the chapter which deals with Mir's migration to Lucknow after the continuous plunder of Delhi. It wasn't only the loss of friends and compatriots that haunted Mir. Through his youth and early middle age, over just a couple of decades, Mir had seen the city of his dreams lose its soul and character. तब थे सिपाही, अब हैं जोगी, आह जवानी यूं काटी, इस थोड़ी सी रात में हमने क्या क्या स्वांग रचाए. The rich rulers and nobles had lost their wealth and estates, and the Mughal empire seemed to be on death row. Mir was grief-stricken at this unimaginable shift in power. हमारे देखते ज़ेरे नगीं था मुल्क सब जिनके, कोई अब नाम भी लेता नहीं उन मुल्क गिरों का. They whose rule we witnessed across the country, no one even speaks the names of those rulers now. Narrating the plight of the inhabitants of his now frequently ransacked city, he lamented, चोर उचक्के सिख मराठे शाहो गदा अज ख्वाहां हैं, चैन में है जो कुछ नहीं रखते, फक्र ही एक दौलत है अब. Thieves, pickpockets, Sikhs, Marathas, king and beggar, all are in need. In peace are those alone who own nothing. Poverty is now the only wealth. The story of Delhi and its people being incessantly plundered and pillaged is a heartbreaking one, and no one tells it more evocatively than Mir. अब खराबा हुआ जहानाबाद, वरना हर एक कदम पे यहाँ घर था. And to this broken and battered city, he compares his heart. दीदाए गिरियाँ हमारा नहर है, दिले खराबा जैसे दिल्ली शहर है. My weeping eyes are like a canal, my ruined heart like the city of Delhi. The only way out of this wretchedness, it seemed, was migration to Lucknow, where the ruler Nawab Asif-ud-Daula was known to be a great lover of Urdu poetry and a generous patron of Urdu poets. Sauda had already migrated to Lucknow and later died there. So had Arzu. Finally, in 1782, a year after Sauda's death, with a heavy heart and tearful eyes, Mir bid adieu to Delhi for good and migrated to Lucknow. Ah, अब तो जाते हैं बुत कदे से मीर, अब तो जाते हैं बुत कदे से मीर, फिर मिलेंगे अगर खुदा लाया. Though Mir lived in Lucknow for the rest of his days, Delhi remained his first love. For him, those streets that he had left behind were no less than an artist's paintings. दिल्ली के न थे कूचे और आंखें मुसव्वर थे, जो शक्ल नजर आई तस्वीर नजर आई. The streets of Delhi were like painted pages. Every sight I saw looked like a picture. और अब एक किस्सा लखनऊ से. Mir soon caught the attention of Asif-ud-Daula, Nawab of Lucknow, and became a frequent visitor to his court. But the good fortune did not last long. Mir had a fallout with the Nawab too. Once again, it was Mir's lack of tolerance for what he considered discourteous behavior. One afternoon, the Nawab asked Mir to recite a ghazal for him when they were sitting by a fish pond in the Nawab's palace. As Mir began reciting, the Nawab continued to play with his fish. Mir stopped, but the Nawab asked him to carry on. Mir replied, "Gar huzur tawajjo dein to main padhun. If your honor pays attention, I'll recite." The Nawab Sahib said airily, "Har अच्छा misra meri tawajjo ka mustahiq hoga. Every worthwhile line shall receive my unreserved attention." The Nawab did not mean to belittle Mir's poetry, but the touchy genius took offense and walked off. Some days later, the Nawab was returning to his palace on an elephant after offering Friday prayers at the main mosque. He saw Mir sitting at a small shop in a corner of the street and asked his men to stop. While still seated on his elephant, the Nawab asked Mir why he had not visited the court for so long. Since the Nawab was seated atop an elephant, he had to almost shout in order to be heard. Instead of explaining the reason for his long absence, Mir said, "हमारे यहाँ शुरफा ऊंची आवाज में सड़क पर बातें नहीं करते. In our society, gentlemen do not speak in raised voices on the streets." Though Mir had been contemptuous of the Nawab's majesty, the Nawab let it pass and did not stop paying Mir his stipend. His successor, Nawab Saadat Ali Khan, continued the tradition, but Mir cared two hoots for him too. Once he even refused to accept robes and money sent to him by Saadat Ali Khan, asking the messenger to remind the Nawab of the impermanence of his position and advise him to give the gifts away in charity. जिस सर को गुरूर आज है यहाँ ताजवरी का, कल उस पे यही शोर है फिर नौहागरी का. The head that takes such pride in wearing the crown today, tomorrow cries of mourning will crown it in this very way. तो ये थे वो लोग जो अब कहीं नहीं मिलते हैं. मीर का खुद का शेर है जिस पे चैप्टर ख़त्म होता है कि मत सहल हमें जानो, फिरता है फलक बरसों. मत सहल हमें जानो, फिरता है फलक बरसों, फिर खाक के पर्दे से इंसान निकलते हैं. तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका. There will be no मीर तकी मीर again. आप सब लोग इस लॉकडाउन के दौरान सेफ रहिए, पढ़ते रहिए, लिखते रहिए, गाते रहिए. स्टे सेफ, स्टे हेल्थी. थैंक यू.